Hello all, welcome back to another video and welcome to Sammy G's World of Cinema. Just move my chair up a bit there, guys, there we go. So today on the channel I am going to be doing episode 3 of the Unwatched Shelf series, and these are all the titles that you guys have kindly voted for. And I just want to say again, guys, thank you so much to everyone's contribution to this series, this journey so far. And we've got about, how many? 6 titles that you guys have kindly voted for me to check out. And what I'll do, guys, the usual, I will put all of these in this awesome TK Maxx bag, shuffle them around. I'll pick out that title. That'll be the title I'll be watching today, and I'll be giving you guys my brief review of it. So yeah, guys, the weekend is here. It is alive and kicking. It is pretty sterling indeed. And my favourite time of year is autumn, and it is very much alive and kicking as well. So yeah, grab yourself a cuppa, guys. The weekend, it is here and kicking up them weekend vibes all the merry way. And it is time to now choose a title out of the hat of the votes that you guys have kindly voted for these titles. So come on, let's bring on the show and let's get on with it, eh? Come on, let's go. Right, guys, so this was voted by a few people. So now, guys, Thelma and Louise. So what I am going to have to do is, just with it being in a bit more of kind of like a bit of a bigger sized sort of edition, what I'm going to do with this is, now I've put the disc to make it a little bit even in this Blu-ray case of Fanatic. Show some love, you losers. Good film, by the way, guys. But yeah, I've just put the disc in here and stuff, so just to make it even. But yeah, Thelma and Louise, that is the first one, and thanks to you guys for voting for that one. And then I think it was Tom 180, I think, that voted for Harry Brown. Again, thank you very much, Tom. And I'm looking forward to I'm looking forward to eventually checking this one out. But yeah, that's the other one that was voted for. And then a couple people did vote for, I think it was Jock and someone else did vote for City of the Living Dead. This Blu-ray edition was very kindly given to me by Stuart. So thanks very much for that again, Stu. And yep, I've been meaning to check out more of Lucio Fulci's work. So that is the other one, City of the Living Dead. And yeah, a couple other people did vote for this one. I think it was Ange Napan Films, and there was Angelo Napan Films, and there was a couple other people that did vote for this one as well. I think Ian Thompson did as well, and that's Vampires. So yep, one of the many John Carpenter films that has been long on my radar there. So there's that one, Vampires. Giz Parsons did vote for this one, The Exorcist 3. I have avoided the second one like the plague, guys, because I've heard The Exorcist 2 is absolutely awful, absolutely pants, but I've heard the third film is a much return to form. So yeah, there's that one, The Exorcist 3. Ash voted for this one at Popcorn and Horror, and that is Night of the Creeps. So all of the titles are now in the bag, and like I say, guys, this series will continue on, and I'll explain where we're going to go for episode 4. Just the usual thing, I'll show a stack of titles, and you guys can get your votes in, and I'll probably will give it about a week again, but like it will be the deadline to get your votes in, and then I'll put those votes together, shuffle them around in this TK Maxx bag, and I'll pick out that title. That'll be the title I'll be watching for today. So gonna shuffle these around without peeping. I'm having a ball doing this series though, guys. So the title I'm watching today is Harry Brown. Harry Brown is the title I'm watching today, and it was Tom 180, I think, voted for this one. So Tom, thank you so much for voting for me to watch this, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to watching this. I love Michael Caine. Like I say, Get Carter is one of my favourite British films ever. I really did enjoy The Italian Job, which was the first time watch for me this year, so it'll be good to watch something else with Michael Caine in. So what I'm going to do is, guys, I'm going to sign off here. I'm going to be checking this out sometime today, and I'll come back on camera and give you my brief review on this one. So, yep, I'll see you shortly. I have just watched Harry Brown with Michael Caine, and yeah, this is directed by Daniel Barber. I wonder if he ever does like a corker of a fresh trim. I mean, he might do. He might be a hairdresser. I don't know. And yeah, starring Sean Harris, David Bradley, Charlie Creed, Miles, and there's also Emily Mortimer, and Jack O'Connell and Liam Cunningham is in this as well. Harry Brown is about a guy who is retired. He's kind of one of his like close ones is like very ill. And he's very close to David Bradley's character, who I think was also in the Marines like Harry Brown was. Then he finds out like his friend, close friend played by David Bradley, is being like kind of mistreated and dealing with a lot of abuse from these like hooligans who kind of live in this like this suburban part, this rough area that is a bit of a shithole, to put it mildly. There's just no other word for it, guys. If you like seen it, how it looks in this film, it just looks like an absolute dive there, really. But yeah, so there's these gang of like hooligans, these thugs, and they really just cause absolute mayhem on the street. Anyone that strives on their turf, they will give them like the cold shoulder right away pronto. And when Harry witnesses someone being, you know, like badly beaten, or like a close one is you know, like getting like bucket loads of abuse, he builds himself up to give them a piece of his mind. So, what did I think of Harry Brown, guys? This was pretty good. I really enjoyed this. This is the third installment into the Unwatched Shelf series, guys, and I'm actually glad to say so far it's been pretty smooth sailing, pretty tidy, I must admit, because yeah, each film, like we had Young Guns, then we had, what did we have, episode 2, it was 7 Psychopaths, and now this have been all very, very solid films, so there hasn't been a dud so far. So what I really liked about it, guys, there was some like nice kind of, you know, sort of downbeat kind of lo-fi score, which I think really added to the moodiness and the nitty-gritty vibrancy that this movie was going for. A lot of these hooligans in this movie were absolute bastards, to put it mildly. They were just horrible people, and they were just, you know, they were just absolute thugs, an absolute bunch of twats. They were just really, really just not nice people to deal with. And but Harry, there's one scene when Harry he actually, unannounced, he goes to one of the guys' basement, like the hideout place. He goes to see him in order to kind of like basically buy something, and then he kind of makes a comment about like someone that might be a bit unwell or unsettled. And the guy, he absolutely flips. He turns and says to him, "Don't you dare comment on anything that I don't like. You think I don't know about what's happening here? This is my business, not your business." He says something along those lines. I think it was Sean Harris's character. Sean Harris was in this film as well. But yeah, and I'll leave it there, but it turns into kind of like a heated conversation from then on. One absolute brutal scene as well. Again, where Jack O'Connell is involved, and it's kind of, again, like part of this hideout place as well. And yeah, and there'll be like a bit of an intense scene where Michael Caine, Harry Brown, out of the blue, he just this guy, he gets in his face and he threatens him, and he's like, "Wow, you shouldn't have fucked with him all along," because yeah, he gives him a piece of his mind, like, by the canal, and it all, you know, like, shit hits the fan, and then you see a different side to his character. The side cast was great. I really did. Again, Emily Mortimer, that other guy, that they were the police duo. I thought they did a really good job. And then you had the guy from Game of Thrones. I think he was in the Weeping Angels two-parter of Doctor Who with Matt Smith. He was also in that. But yeah, this was a pretty solid, like, crime thriller, guys, and I'm a sucker for these British gems as well. This one doesn't get talked about enough. But I loved David Bradley's character in there as well. He was a great supporting character, and he was very supportive of Harry when he was going through a bit of a difficult period, and then you see that continues on when you learn something else drastic happens and comes into the picture. Yeah, I really did enjoy this, and there was a couple of aspects that reminded me a bit of, like, Get Carter. Also, I really liked some of the lighting as well. There was some, like, kind of nice, like, green, yellowy sort of, like, colour grading here and there in this movie as well. So, very solid film, guys. If you love kind of, like, you know, like, your British sort of, like, crime, nitty-gritty sort of, like, dramas, I would definitely recommend this one. There is an absolute bloodbath final act as well, like, later on in the film, and yeah, it is a whole new kettle of fish, I tell you. So yeah, Harry Brown, good, solid film, guys. Would I watch it again? Yep, absolutely I would. I would definitely, if I want kind of, you know, a slice of Michael Caine's filmography, and I was looking for, like, you know, like, a cool British sort of, like, crime, like, a film in like, his filmography, I think my go-to would be something like Get Carter. But if I wanted something else, like, of that similar bulk, I would chuck this on again happily. And would I keep it in the collection? Absolutely yes. So Harry Brown, I'm gonna give a 7 out of 10, guys. There was a few, like, slow-paced moments here and there that did teeter on a bit, but overall, guys, good solid film. And again, thanks to Tom180 for voting for this. Cheers, mate. And yeah, really a bargain as well, £1.50 as well, and CX, that's absolutely brilliant. So yeah, another good solid film right there, Harry Brown, and definitely one I would revisit again, and is staying in the collection. So now, guys, you probably know the score now. We are now on to the stack of titles for episode 4, and I've got a good tidy stack here, guys, where any of these, again, like the previous 2 episodes, I try and mix it up a bit. as each episode goes on. Basically, I'll pick a different stack of titles for each at the tail end of each episode, and you guys get your votes in for any of these titles, and 1 or 2 titles if you want to vote for, or any unwatched titles in the previous 2 episodes. You're more than welcome to vote or re-vote for them for episode 4, which I'm going to give it the deadline Friday the 17th of October. So you've got about a week or just under a week there to like get your votes in, and I'll put all of those votes together. Bish bash bosh. I'll put them in the TK Maxx bag and I'll pick out that title, and that will be the next film I'll be watching in episode 4. So guys, the stack of titles for episode 4, I've gone for The Devil Rides Out with Christopher Lee. I've gone for a Studio Ghibli film, Tales from Earthsea. 13 Assassins. Time Bandits. Shockingly, you've never seen this film. Risky Business. Basketball, which I think actually Basketball I did include like before, but I thought I would include it again. Ronin, very kindly sent by Pete at Pedro's Movie Cavern. And yeah, a very recent addition to the Sammy G collection, Robot and Frank. Another very recent addition to the collection, Rachel Getting Married. I don't know where my wedding invitation is, but there we go. Then we've got the 7-Ups, which would go very nicely with a fizzy drink beverage there. And I do actually plan on watching the original 1958 version of Dracula, but I thought I'm going to watch that original version pretty soon, but I thought I would include this in the mix as well, and that is the Satanic Rites of Dracula, which I know Ollie Loves Film watched very recently, so there's that one, the Satanic Rites of Dracula. I've gone for a Video Nasty, Section 2 Video Nasty Night Train Murders. Dr. Terror's House of Horror. As you can see, guys, there is a lot of horror movies in there, just we've been in the month of horror. Maniac Cop. Madhouse, Section 2 Video Nasty as well. And I'm picking up the Pieces. There we go, Pieces. So there you go, guys. That is the stack of titles for episode 4 of the Unwatched Shelf. So basically what you got to do, guys, I'll give it a week. So Friday the 17th of October is the deadline, and until then, if you want to contribute, and you're more than welcome to, you can vote for 1 or 2 of these titles. You can leave a comment, and 1 or 2 of these titles you want to vote for me to watch and to be included in episode 4, and I'll put all of your votes together, shuffle them in that TK Maxx bag that was showcased at earlier on in the video, and I'll pick out the title out of the hat, and that'll be the title I'll be watching next episode there. So those are all the titles there. So yeah, guys, like I say, I'll give it a week. So you've got till Friday the 17th of October to get your votes in for 1 or 2 titles, and I'll put those votes together, and yep, and then we'll take it from there into episode 4 of the Unwatched Shelf series. So yeah, guys, thanks so much again, guys, for all of your continuous support on the channel, and yeah, thanks for all of your votes, and I hope you're enjoying this brand new series on the channel so far. I don't know what my next video is going to be yet. I'll think of something. I might even try and think of a horror related video to do for the channel, because I think that would be really good timing, especially with it being like horror season at the minute. And yeah, guys, I'm going to the cinema on Sunday. I'm going to the Market Pavilion to go and see the brand new film I Swear, which looks really good. I went to go and see One Battle After Another earlier in the week, and I absolutely loved it, guys. So yep, definitely will be featuring highly on my end of year favourite films of the year list. So yeah, absolutely loved that film. And yeah, I will talk a bit more about my thoughts on that on my October watches video when I come to doing that video. So yeah, guys, hope everyone has a wonderful weekend, and I'll be back for more content soon there. So thanks for watching, cheers for stopping by, and until next time, I'll see you for the next video. Bye bye, take care, guys.